Hello and welcome to Chump Change. I don't know the date. What's the date, Rob? Sunday the
Come on, you got
Sunday
this.
the 24th.
That's it.
All right.
Of
Good.
February
February
2019.
and it's a good day.
See, right? I let Luke do the intro for once, and he's not prepared.
Not prepared. Didn't know the date. Anyway, I have my laptop with me, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's a good day, man. I mean,
Yeah.
crypto is killing it this week.
Yeah.
Crushing it. Bull market time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, obviously you're in a different time zone. So when I woke up to you saying that, our recent investment of Tron, which we spoke about on the last episode, which Luke actually decided I decided a couple of days before just to take a punt on it with no thought really why. And Luke decided to do exactly the same just before our episode. And then it was up 8% today.
Yeah, so actually it went down right after I bought it. It went down, I think, 10%, but it's up 8%, so it's about where I bought it now. So anyway, pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
So I guess the main thing to look at is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin pretty much dictates the rest of the market. If Bitcoin goes up a lot, everything follows. If it goes down, everything falls with it. So I did a little bit of research on trend analysis and price action, all that stuff, and so Bitcoin right now is at $4,164, and the crucial resistance level is $4,300. So what that means is Bitcoin is likely to have a hard time getting over that mark, 4,300. But if it does, then we're in kind of more kind of bull market territory, and I think positivity in the space will definitely increase a lot. However, if it fails and it hits 4,300 and then goes back down, then you might see some more lows of around 3,000. That's typically what people are saying at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you reckon, Rob?
So, I completely agree. But like looking at the numbers, it seems great. It does sound like you said though. Well, it could be too good to be true, and then we could be facing the low straight after. But I'm looking at it now. Ethereum 10% up. EOS 11%. Bitcoin Cash 8%. Litecoin's even up 6%. If you start looking down at like Neo, that's 18. Ontology 22, 18%. Yeah.
Whoa. Well,
Ontology
actually,
22%.
Yeah. So, as always, we'll do a winners and losers section of price, and let's talk about Ontology. So
I'm straight up jumping the gun there.
All right. So we always do a winners and losers section. So basically, the top gaining coins and the top losing coins of the week. Top, bottom losing, whatever.
Straight up losers.
Straight up losers of the week. So we'll start with the winners. So in the last 7 days, Ontology, as you mentioned, is up 78% in a week.
What? That's
crazy. That's not a shit coin. That's a real project in the top 30, right?
To be honest, I don't really know an awful lot about it. Do you know?
And a little bit. It's a platform coin, so it's competing with Ethereum, Cardano, Tron, all those platform coins. Basically, ecosystems where other projects can be built onto it. Where dApps can be built onto this platform.
I've just done a little bit of research though, as you were saying, and apparently they've released it on Google's cloud marketplace.
Oh, no way!
So that would definitely be the reason why.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Any partnership with Google is bound to do well. So that's awesome.
It says here the main benefit of using Ontology's cloud-based development platforms is that they allow software architects to program smart contracts without having to set up local development environments. So that's basically what I did when I created Chump Change.
Yeah.
I created that locally, and that was the hardest part and the longest part and whatever that you have to make a whole test sort of environment and everything.
Using Ontology with the Google thing, it'll be much easier for people to create their own tokens. Is that what the point is?
It should just take out all the hassle of having to set up all of the development. you know how like if I compare this to something, so when people have their own websites, I'm assuming the listeners out here might understand a little bit of how that works, but you could have your own server and you could set up everything yourself and get that website on there.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit of hassle, and you have to know what you're doing. Or you can, have one of these virtual servers in the cloud, where I know, Luke, you've dealt with that yourself as well, where you just sort of buy a piece of hosting space and everything's already set up for you and you're just ready to go.
Like Bluehost.com, etc.
Yeah, so it's sort of like the cloud hosting alternative to things. So if it's going a lot like that, then that's a great thing. And the fact that that's powered by Google is just crazy.
Well done. Well done, Ontology. And good for people who hold Ontology. 78% in a week is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Second biggest winner is Quash. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That was in before, right? That was in, or was it in the losers?
Maybe in the losers. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Up 60%. I have no idea what Quash is.
No.
So we'll skip that. And the third biggest winner is EOS, up 52%. And I believe EOS now is ranking number 4 in the crypto markets. So a huge player in the field, up 60% in a week. 52%, sorry, in a week. I mean, that's awesome to see.
That's taken over Litecoin, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So this is, I mean, I'm always I'm an optimist, but this is bull market territory for me. When these big players are up this much in a week, like that's good.
Yeah, I need further convincing, but I'm very happy.
Yeah. All right, biggest losers. Down just 10%. So in crypto markets, down 10% in a week is not that unusual.
No.
Which is Revain Coin. No idea who they are or what they do. So
okay.
But anyway, down 10%. And then the other two big losers, USD Coin and Paxos Standard. Now these are what we call stable coins, which they're supposed to kind of match with $1 constantly. So people are able to trade on platforms like Binance without actually going back into fiat, but with another stable cryptocurrency. So there are a couple of them. There's USDT, Tether, there's TrueUSD, there's USD Coin, and there's Paxos. So somehow they are down, but only like 0.6% each. So nothing.
I never quite understand that. I never really understand that.
Yeah.
I don't. First start, I don't really know how they're able to correlate the price.
Yeah, I have no idea how they do that
with the dollar.
Yeah,
maybe that's something for us to look into and do a podcast on.
Yeah, it'd be good for us to learn that actually.
Yeah,
but the idea is, well, I always thought the idea was that if you're trading, it's good to have something that matches the US dollar, but without actually going back into fiat. So then you don't have to pay taxes or the commissions to get back in and out of fiat.
It's also the waiting time and
exactly.
The desire not to spend that if you've got it in your local currency.
Yeah,
like
maybe. It's
quite easy to it just kind of is a different mindset, right?
Yeah, definitely. But looking at the winners and losers, the biggest losers are already down 10% in a week, so that's nothing much. And the biggest winners up 80%, and there are quite a lot of coins on this list which are up 30% this week. So
see, up 80, that's worth a coin drop. That is worth a coin drop.
Nice. So things are looking good. All right, moving on to some news. Oh, so what we'll do now, we'll look at some news, and then at the end, we have an email, our very first email to talk about.
What?
I know.
No way. I don't even know about this.
I know. So, that'd be cool. It's a good one.
Luke's the email manager guy. So
if you have any questions, please email us at chumpchange@financer.com or hit us up on Twitter at @ourchumpchange.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to news. This is the week of Everyone Loves Bitcoin. Well, everyone. I say two people, but two pretty cool people. So the first one is Elon Musk. He was on a podcast last week, and he said that he loves cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin. So so Musk on this interview talked about his views on the future of his companies and responded specifically to questions about his thoughts on cryptocurrencies. To that end, Musk said he believes Bitcoin's structure is quite brilliant. And he said, I quote, Bitcoin, bypasses currency controls. Paper money is going away, and crypto is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
After he tweeted that, after this podcast went viral, he got bombarded with tweets from the crypto fans asking him to explain more, say how much Bitcoin you have. And do you know how much Bitcoin he has? Can you guess?
No, I bet it's a lot.
Nah, it's nothing. 0.25.
No way.
A friend gave him years ago. So he doesn't have
That's
any
adorable.
Bitcoin. He loves it at least. Anyway, it's it's good that people who are as kind of famous and inspirational as Elon Musk talking about how they love it. And also as clever as he is, he's a genius, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the next person who loves Bitcoin is Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter. Okay. So
there's a bit of empty air there.
Anticipations, I was building. So Jack Dorsey is the CEO of Twitter, and he tweeted that he loves Bitcoin too. He says, "I don't see it as an investment. It's a currency to me." So that's pretty cool. Going back to the original values of Bitcoin as a currency, not really as an investment. So he tweeted some more things. He said, Bitcoin is resilient, Bitcoin is principled, Bitcoin is native to the internet, and it's a great brand.
Okay.
All right. So, I think... Go on.
I was going to say that's big, isn't it? For when you start getting the people that are leading the internet with the social networking, so most of the internet is taken up by social networking these days, right? Isn't it? Usage, I mean, by kind of youth and even older people.
Yeah.
When they start getting Bitcoin sliding in there, will be a big thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing. So when these internet leaders, maybe Jack Dorsey from Twitter or Zuckerberg from Facebook or whoever, when they start kind of enjoying, let's say, enjoying cryptocurrencies or liking the principles or seeing value in how crypto can actually benefit their companies, I think that's going to be a turning point. That's when things will really change. I think. And carrying on, related to this story, so this isn't done by Twitter, but someone created a Chrome extension which can be used on Twitter, which allows people to send Bitcoin to each other on Twitter. So it's a Chrome extension the Chrome extension is called Tippin. And this extension, like I said, goes on to the bottom of your Twitter page or your tweet. And then you can actually tip people in Bitcoin using the Lightning Network. So what's cool about this is that the Lightning Network is only just been out, only just been released. It's been a couple of weeks. And the Lightning Network makes you able to send Bitcoin for free, basically, and even micro amounts of it.
And instantly, really? I didn't realize it was for free.
Yeah, or basically, it's very, very low cost. So Bitcoin's been kind of it's been talked about that it's expensive to just transfer money. Well, the Lightning Network solves that.
Yeah.
So it's instant, it's almost free, and it's now on Twitter.
That's wicked. So, well, I'm assuming though both parties need the extension added, right?
Probably. Yeah. I haven't actually used it, but we should get it for our Chum Change Twitter.
We definitely should. And if any of you out there want to give us something, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So it's called Tippin. The app on Chrome is Tippin, Tippin. We'll try it out this week, and we'll next week we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, and the more people that actually try it out themselves and use it, is the more chance of it actually being sort of pulled into the source code of Twitter itself and actually used on the product, which would be so good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is not a native Twitter thing. It's like an extension. But do you know
Yeah.
what? Who uses it?
Yeah.
Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter. He has it on his Twitter page, on his tweets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he uses it and he
So
likes it and he's a fan of Bitcoin, then fingers crossed, one day it could be just native on the Twitter platform.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So good news, right? Everything's good.
Yeah.
I feel like sentiment has
Everything seems
changed
good, yeah.
this last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just hoping it stays. I know you're very optimistic, and I love that. And I'm also optimistic, but it's just that little bit just kind of niggling in the back of my head,
Yeah. So $3,400 for Bitcoin. That's the resistance level. So we'll see what happens at that mark.
Okay.
And maybe next week we'll have some more good news for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, should we move on to
All
emails?
Right, hit me with this email. I'm excited.
So
is it good?
Yeah, it's a good question. So it's a question that we have to answer.
Okay.
So it says,
right.
Hey boys, thanks for the podcast. I found you through the Common Clay podcast. So Common Clay is actually our friends and my brother in in Wales. They do like a comedy podcast. So check them out. I think it's Common Clay at the New
hilarious.
West. Yeah.
It's hilarious. Listen to it.
Yeah, it's good.
And Luke, you were on there, right?
Yeah, I was on last week. I was in Wales last week, so I was on the podcast. It was good. It was good fun.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so the question is, he said, I have a question. I'm new to the crypto space and haven't invested any of my hard-earned cash yet. I'm wondering if you had 500 quid, pounds if you're international, 500 quid to invest, would you play it safe and invest just in Bitcoin, or would you take a risk and invest in altcoins? If it is altcoins, what coins would you put money in and why? Cheers and keep up the good podcasting, M. I don't know who M is. I don't know M, Mark, Matthew, I don't know, but M.
Okay, M, my boy. Firstly, I think it all depends on what you're willing to lose for a start. So you should only invest what you're willing to lose. That's what we always say. Also, this is not investment advice, even though this is our opinion, right?
Yeah, Luke? Definitely our opinion.
So we might have different opinions on this. I don't know what you think, Luke.
About I think
how the money should be invested.
Yeah. All right. So, my opinion.
Do you want me to go first?
You go first. You go first. Okay, I'll go first. My opinion is that £500 is not that much money. So you can only buy a tiny bit of Bitcoin with that. You can't get a whole one. You probably get 0.2, maybe less. So it depends on how much money do you want to gain? if you want a life-changing amount of money, then probably not going to happen with Bitcoin. So you would have to invest in riskier projects. I would look at the platform coins. They did very well in the last bull run. The platform coins are typically Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, Tron, Ontology. These coins, whoever wins that battle of the platforms is gonna, that company's gonna be worth a lot of money. So trying to pick which platform is going to be the best in the future. That's the key. So I would go with Tron and Cardano.
Yeah.
But just my opinion.
So for myself, so I guess the answer would be based on whether you were happy to lose it or not. So let's take the example of you would be uncomfortable losing it all, then I'd say probably just put it in Bitcoin. And say if you're happy of doing a sort of a bit of a gamble, I'd say try and put it all in altcoins. But if you wanted to kind of go middle down the road, half and half. So I'd say split your investment, split it. So half of it in Bitcoin, and then find some altcoins that you're actually interested in. Don't just invest in something that you're not interested in. So like when Luke and I first started investing in XRP, we were like totally into it, right? even though it went against the whole crypto like kind of ethos, we thought that the change that it would make and still can make was just wild and what was needed.
I actually went to a
so
Ripple conference here in Seoul. It was awesome.
yeah,
It really
you did,
cemented my belief that it was going to do well.
See, like I still have that belief, and I still have all my original investment, and so I'm still passionate about it, and I think that's what you need. So if you're just trying to make a quick buck, it's hard. It's just kind of a guessing game. But if you find something that you are you believe in and you think will make a change, it's probably worth trying to do that over the idea of the money, and then hopefully the money will come in.
Yeah, I agree. So look it up. So there are different types of coins. So there's Bitcoin, and Litecoin. These are payment coins, basically cash, digital cash. That's their purpose. Then there are the platform coins like Tron, Cardano, Ethereum, which are, you can think of it as like places where ecosystems where other projects will be built on. And then there are dApps, so digital applications. So things like, let me think of one, 10x, the kind of credit card one. There are a couple. Civic is another one, and I just like password securities, this kind of stuff. These are dApps, and they have some coins as well. And then lastly, there are privacy coins like Monero and Zcash, which keep your transactions completely private. Yeah. So definitely look into them all, and pick the ones that you are most passionate about.
So if it was me and this was sort of like kind of what I was going with, I would say I'd take half of it. I'd put half of it in Bitcoin and I'd put the other half in Monero. But that is me wanting to kind of go down the privacy route and sort of, I believe in that kind of side of things, and I think it's a good, it's a good coin to back.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I do believe the returns on it would be big if returns was what I was interested in.
Yeah. All right.
But again, this is all like, if it was £500 that you were upset with losing, I'd probably say don't invest in crypto at all. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, you have to be willing to lose. It's a tough. I mean, it's great and it's terrible at the same time. Like the bull markets come and it's amazing, and you get really emotionally attached to like making loads of money, and then within a week or two, it's like, whoa, everything's gone already. So you got to be emotionally prepared for big gains and big losses.
And even though you think you are, it takes a while to become thick-skinned with it.
Yeah. 14 months of a bear market makes you thick-skinned.
Yeah. Anyway, it was nice having a
definitely
a question.
Email, keep the emails coming. Ask us your questions, and we'll give you our opinions on your questions.
That's wicked. All right, that's it from me. Anything from you?
We're done.
All right, later, guys and girls. Oops. Try again. Oh, I've broken it, I think. Can you sing the exit song?
No, I can't. Can you?
Oh, I got it.